Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a Tuesday morning edition of the Moose Minute Project here. I believe it is the 22nd. Yes. So, welcome to another edition of the Moose Minute Project titled, What Brings You Sunshine to Your Day? What brings the sun to your day? Besides the sun, which right now we're not seeing in southwest Wisconsin. We've gotten more moisture again. For me, working in the yard, doing that kind of stuff to make my yard better is what brings sun to my day. Seeing my grandchildren brings sun to my day. Bowling in a tournament, always if I bowl better brings more sun, but just bowling does bring sun to my day as well. Connecting with some old friends, getting a lot of orders at work. What does bring sun to your day? And when the clouds roll in and you hit those dark spots, what helps you bust those up to get more sunshine that is needed to make sure you're going forward and not backwards? Right now I've got friends that are battling medical stuff that I don't know if I could push through. I push through a lot of medical stuff, but there are some things when you don't have answers. I had answers. When I got my Lyme's, when I had my stroke, yes, they don't know where the stroke came from, but I had it. So I knew answers. I have people that are battling and friends that are battling stuff that people are baffled by right now. They don't understand what's going on. And it's not just like, oh, they have the sniffles. They're, it's crazy. And they got lots of pain, different things like that. So how on those circumstances do you get the sun to appear just to keep you pushing forward? I hope when you reach out and somebody returns the favor of saying, hey, we're here for you. Which, again, I will reiterate, I am here for anybody. If you want to message me, call me, whatever, my number is on my page. And if I know you, I'll gladly sit down and talk to you and everything else. And, the hard part right now is, of course, with all the spam phone calls that we all get every day, you just never know. A few weeks ago, I got a phone call from a number that I had no idea. And sure enough, it was a friend I hadn't talked to in a long time. Guess what? That brought sun into my day. I'm tired of the robocalls. I'm tired of the politics right now. I'm tired of just those kind of things bringing more clouds than they do sun. So in order to do that, I do this in the morning. This starts my morning the right way. I like doing it. And again, you don't have to follow me. You don't have to subscribe to me. I'm not trying to get some plaque. I'm not trying to become some viral sensation. I am just doing it to clear my head every day, to try to get in a better space and to try to help people understand what some people may be going through. And trust me, all of this government stuff is getting tiring because we're not going in the same direction. So when one party does something that's very similar to what the other party did, they're saying, well, they didn't do then, and then they didn't do then. So if you want accountability, take accountability. If you want things to be treated differently, definitely go after it and be done. And then you can say, hey, we took care of it when it was our problem. Why didn't you guys? Vice versa. Either side of the aisle. And this has nothing to do with politics because it's not. Politics doesn't bring sun to too many people's days. If it does bring sun right now and you are joyous where we are happy and you bounce around and you're singing Kumbaya, I have to wonder somewhere up here where wires might be a little crossed because I don't think any of us appreciate what either side is doing for us. So, what brings sun to your day? And if you don't have a lot of sun in your day, how can we get it to you, or how can you get it? It is absolutely vital. And that's why I could never live like in Alaska, and people say, oh, it's not that bad, Chris. It's dark. I don't do well in dark scenarios. My mind has already changed after I rolled half my lawn last night. I didn't even get half done. I got about a quarter of it done because I was out working in the yard. Didn't even realize it was 8 o'clock by the time I got done, and it's where I like to be. I like to be getting new zero-turn tires put on today, so I'll be able to mow and do all that, and that's where I like to be. I like to be in my yard. I like to be out in the shop doing different little things, except for my DR walk behind that has an auto choke. Because it was great technology, you can stick that stuff up your, because it is terrible. I love the old carburetor style where you just drain it. That's what I did with the walk behind mower, and it fires right up. But no, now with this auto choke technology, it is not fun at all. So that'll probably be going to the shop to get fixed, because I'm tired of dealing with it. But try to find more sunshine in your day and how you can get it. Because dealing with people is tough. If you are in the retail sector, if you are dealing with normal public with your company, if your company deals with them, you have to a lot of times pretend that the sunshine is in your life, even though you might be going through the darkest times in your life. So how are you getting there? Do you have a circle of people that you can reach out to if you're struggling? And then tack on any issues you got going on with your family or concerns that you have with your kids, or we all say the same thing. Oh, they're 18. Psh, they're done. They're gone. No, they aren't. We all know this isn't true. Just because they turned 18 just gives us a reason to joke about it. But quite honestly, we have the same concerns. Once they're 19, 20, 30, we want the best for our kids. It was just our responsibility till they were 18 to make sure they lived or had everything they needed: food, clothes, water, whatever it may be. And I should say they were at the safest, because accidents happen. We all know it. I've got good friends that lost kids, and I can't imagine that heartbreak. I lost my mom, and that's been a dark day for me since August, and it still brings in emotions every day. But losing kids or losing grandkids, I can't imagine. And to try to bring sunlight through that, how do you do that? Do you go on a vacation every year and honor them, or do you do things like my mom's bowling tournament in November is how I bring sunshine to that loss? So how do you bring sunshine into your day? Is it able to have people in your restaurants or people at your stores, or, what makes you tick to where you're happy, to where things are good, and how do you go on? It's all those questions, because every day we get hit with new shit that sucks. Every day there seems to be some new thing that tries to beat the hell out of all of us. And a lot of times, the things that are hitting us are trying to divide us. If you notice in the news lately, everything's based on roughly trying to divide us and trying to keep us further apart than coming together. I would prefer the news say, okay, at noon, we're going to talk about all the shit storms, and at 6 o'clock, we're going to talk about all the good stuff. Because then at 6 o'clock, I'm tuning in. I don't want to hear about all the doom and gloom, especially when it comes to our government who we all know right now isn't going to do a damn thing about anything, no matter what it is. No matter what or how severe, it just seems that they laugh it off and they carry on with what they do. So I would much rather have at 6 o'clock at night, I can turn on the news and not have to hear about the president, not have to hear about Congress, not have to hear about, tell me the good shit that happened. Tell me about the drug busts that took place. I don't care. DWIs taken off the street, to people that saved other people's lives, whatever. I think it would be much better. That's just my opinion. And not tell everybody, oh, it's all fake news. Fake blah, blah, blah. I don't know about you, but that's what I need. So like I said, I will be on my zero turn, probably tonight if it quits raining, mowing. And that's where I love to be. Not near my phone, not near anything. On my zero turn for 3+ hours, mowing my yard. On my 5 acres, away from most people. It's a good place to be. And that's where I like to be on my four-wheeler rolling the yard, or I'm going to try to kill a bunch of moles. I've squished all of it flat yesterday to see if I can find the new tunnels. And then I'm going to smoke them. Yeah. Not like brisket. Not like that. I'm going to do, I found these mole gassers is what they're called. I'm going to try them out. Might light my whole yard on fire. I don't know. But it's okay. It's going to bring sunshine to my day. That's all I know, is when I get the win of that. So, to all of you, have a great day today. May you find a way to bring sunshine into your day. If you're dreading your work environment, if you dread where you are at, I used to have an economics professor in college say, if you don't have a job lined up, or the ability to have one lined up within 30 days. So basically, if you don't have one lined up, or if you're well known where somebody won't hire you, you're not ready. So if you're not happy at work and it's bringing you down and down and down, I've said it before in meetings, and it cost me an employee once. I said, if you're not happy, find the door. Get out. I did something for a long time, and I battled it for many years, and then it cost me. I guarantee it cost me the stroke. I will tell you that. Stress, hours, whatever it may be. If you are not happy, find a new path. Get new sun. And if you go to work for someone and they hire you, give 110%. And that's a phony number. We all know we can't. So give 100%. Okay? You can do that. You can try your hardest and try your hardest and try your hardest, but at least try your hardest for 100%. The whole 110, nah. Do 100. Most employers are going to be ecstatic if they can hire people right now and they do 80%. But that's not how I was wired, nor how I was raised. Balls to the walls. Give everything you can. If you know they're shorthanded, whatever it may be, step up to your game. Do everything you can. That's how I raised my kids. And it seems to have paid off. But make sure that you're just not there as a body, and knowing that, well, they really can't do anything else about it, because if I go, there's nobody else around. Valid point, probably. But make sure you are giving 100% to everything you do. Relationships, friendships. And if you got friends that are mistreating you, whatever, you're not happy, walk away. Just don't even deal with it. Be done. If you have cancer in your building or your environment, get rid of it. It's the best way to go. So, with that said, have a great day. I will be back tomorrow morning for the Wednesday edition, middle of the week already, tomorrow. Boy, days go by fast. So, have a great day. Thanks for tuning into this morning. And as always, take time to bless somebody else today.